Welcome to the NBA 2K26 Summer League. We are in Las Vegas, Nevada. It is the epicenter of the basketball universe for the next week and a half. Day 2 in hand. Fans got to see the #1 pick, Cooper Flagg, last night, and they're heading into the building today to see the last team standing a summer ago. That was the Miami Heat, and it's Mr. Heat himself, our pal Udonis Haslem, checking in with the newest first-round pick of Miami pregame today, and the first-round pick of the Hawks, Asa Newell, Cooper Flagg, his former high school teammate at Montverde Academy. We welcome you courtside here at Thomas & Mack Center with Seth Greenberg. I'm Mark Kestisher. Dave McMenamin with us in just a bit. We mentioned Miami won this whole event a year ago. They still have 5 guys on this year's roster who were on that team. One who wasn't was the guy who was picked 20th in the draft recently, Jasparas Jakučionis. What do you expect from him?
Yeah, Jakučionis, he struggled a little bit in the California Classic, but he has a PhD in ball screen offense, a terrific playmaker and play starter. Does a great job of advancing the basketball, great job of reading all 5 defenders and ball screens, can shoot the 3. Had a terrific 1 year at the University of Illinois, but his ability to read the defense, make the right play with his basketball IQ and his feel, 2-3 games underneath his belt. I expect him to play at a high level this week.
All right, Dave, thanks a lot. We look forward to seeing Asa Newell, part of the starting lineups for the Atlanta Hawks. Kobe Buffkin, Seth, also in the lineup. It's a big summer league for him.
It's a big summer league. He's been banged up his 2 years in the league, former 15th pick in the NBA draft. A skilled guy that can really score and defend.
Pelle Larsson had an outstanding Miami getting back into this one, down 2, and the number 20 pick in the draft, Jasparas Jakučionis, who was 0 for 11 from beyond the arc in San Francisco, gets one here early in Vegas.
NBA 2K26 Summer League is proudly sponsored by NBA 2K26. Rated E for everyone.
Quinn Snyder, the coach of the Atlanta Hawks, watching his Summer League Hawks right now with a 4-point lead. Timeout in Vegas. Las Vegas, and you can see the next generation of NBA stars at NBA Summer League. Tickets going fast. Get yours now at NBAEvents.com. Right about the time we got off of our 2 games and the Cooper Flagg Mavericks, Bronny James Lakers game was going on, it was at its peak here last night at Thomas & Mack.
This place was rocking, and the game didn't disappoint him. The game that went down to the last possession. I thought Bronny played really well in the first quarter.
And that'll take us through this first quarter. Kobe Buffkin, big summer league for the Atlanta Hawks. Third-year man hits an early triple in that one, and Jasparas Jakučionis had a nightmarish California Classic, but not in the first quarter here in Vegas.
Really good off the 2 feet.
This guy, Pelle Larsson, last year we told you Miami were the Summer League champs. Here's why. Mr. Larsson, overtime. That's the game winner. And the Miami Heat celebrated a Summer League championship. 5 guys on this year's roster, including Khalil Ware, Keyshawn Johnson, Larsson, who hit the winner, Bryson Warren, J.C. Butler. Brings us to a timeout. We're at the under 6 timeout. Look at Asa Newell, first-round pick as Hawks up 10. You may have heard of a place called Montverde Academy, and in the 23-24 season, how about these 4 guys on the same team?
Those guys would make you a good coach, but Kevin Boyle's not a good coach. He's a terrific coach. Does a great job of player development. This is just a special team. And
get in San Francisco. Say, get me to the Vegas Strip.
How about change speeds, change direction, keep your chin on the rim and finish. Watch him right here, a little whoop. Little Euro. I guess a Euro can do a Euro. And lays it in. Jakučionis. It's the Jakučionis show in Vegas. Well, he'll be here all night. It's the Jakučionis show here at the Vegas Strip. He's been absolutely terrific. He was 14. He's 4 for 14 from the 3-point line in the Summer League. Making 4 in a row right there. Off the bounce, off the catch, off the dribble, on the step back. He's putting an absolute show, but it's not just his shot making. It's his floor game and his IQ and his feel for the game. he makes the game easier for others. And when you're making shots, what does that do? It's going to open up the floor for everyone else as well.
Second quarter for Javonte Cook, and of course, Yakachonis, the first-round pick, helping lead the way. We are tied at 52. Stay with us at halftime. Some talk with the general manager of the Atlanta Hawks coming up next.
Jalen is more than a name.
Jalen Rose trying to get everybody in the building going.
It's a revolution. It's an ankle-breaking, high-flying, in-your-face reminder that change is possible.
Jalen on Jalen.
When Jalen Rose's mother combined James and Leonard to create the name in 1973, there's no way she could have guessed what would happen next. Her son became a basketball star, a new household name, and the first Jalen to play in the NBA.
Jalen with a spin and a right-handed finish, so sweet.
Inspired by Jalen's name and game, parents worldwide passed down the title to their children. In 1992, after Jalen's first season with the Fab Five at the University of Michigan, the name debuted at 378 on the list of top 1,000 boys' names in the USA. It's stayed in the top 1,000 ever since. Now, over 20 years later, the impact is unprecedented.
Jalen Brunson time.
Since Jalen Rose retired from the NBA in 2007, there have been 28 Jalens to make the league, including me. And for the third season in a row, it's the most popular name in the NBA, with 17 Jalens on opening night rosters. To put this into perspective, the other most popular names in the NBA over the last 25 seasons have been Chris, Jordan, and Josh, all names older than 1,000 years. And the impact goes beyond the NBA. There have been 58 Jalens in the NFL, 322 in NCAA basketball, and 496 in NCAA football. Wherever you look, there's a connection to Jalen.
The 2024 Bill Russell Finals MVP goes to Jalen Brown.
So the next time you need some motivation, remember Jalen Rose and his mother, who created a name and inspired a generation.
Halftime first game inside of Thomas and Mack Center today. The Hawks and the Heat all tied at 52. Mark Kestisher, Seth Greenberg with you. Ansi Saleh is the general manager of the Atlanta Hawks and is very gracious to join us for a few minutes. Thanks for stopping by. You've had a very busy offseason, bringing in a lot of new pieces. Let's start with the biggest, literally the biggest piece. Yeah. Kristaps Porzingis coming over from Boston. What does that mean for your club?
Sure. First, thanks for having me on, guys.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it. Haven't slept in a while, but here we are in Vegas.
That happens in this city occasionally.
We might not sleep in Vegas either.
Yes.
No, we're super excited, man. Whenever you get a talent like that, a guy of that size that can stretch the floor, rim protect, like he is just the ultimate unique center, dynamic at how he plays. And I think he fits with everybody in our group, too. You can play different lineups with him. Fits with T.Y., fits with all our guys. Just a tremendous talent. We're very fortunate to have him.
And then adding Alexander Walker and Luke Kennard, two veteran guys. And Alexander Walker, to me, the toughness he brings and the versatility defensively and the ability to make shots.
Absolutely. Like with Nikhil, his defense is ultimately amazing. Like with Dyson Daniels now and a guy like Nikhil, like we feel really good on the perimeter defending. Luke also just the floor spacer. Luke is also a connector of the game. I think people just look at the shooting, but I think he's a connector, great pick and roll player too. Really fortunate to have those guys here, and they fit the ethos of what we're trying to bring in Atlanta here.
And we'll talk about some of the young guys that are here today, but a guy that was here last year was Zach Reese-Shea.
Yep.
How do you like his development over year one and heading into the second year for him?
Oh, we couldn't be more happy with Zach and how he's developed. He's gotten his body so right, especially given how young he is. 19 years old last year. He just turned 20 a little while ago. Just phenomenal, and I saw him in the summertime and it looked like he put on some more weight, but also just his instincts, his basketball IQ, his shooting. Sky's the limit for Zach.
As is probably Ace Newell. Like, to me, him dropping to you guys was a shock to me as I watched him in college. I mean, he's so active, so young, so versatile. What did you guys see in him? Because to me, he is an interesting prospect.
No, absolutely. I think it's the exact same things you saw. Even just talking to Coach White at Georgia, too, it was just one of the things that stood out was that Asa didn't have a bad day, ever. He's a worker. He's a grinder. He could play I think multiple positions and the stretchability with the shot makes us really unique. So super excited to have him in our program.
Appreciate you coming by, stopping by at
Thanks
halftime.
so much,
Good luck.
guys. I really appreciate it.
Try to get some sleep.
I will, one of these days.
It's all good. Thank you so much.
We will get ready for our second half coming up. We got a tied game, 52-52. Heat and Hawks. Summer League action from Vegas. Back in a moment. Welcome back to NBA 2K26 Summer League Day 2 of the 11-day stretch. Here in Las Vegas, the Miami Heat and the Atlanta Hawks all tied at 52. Mark Kestisher, Seth Greenberg, special guest Eric Spoelstra joining us.
Well, I got a question for you coming after that. I got a little tease for you. We're coming back. I got a question, a little quiz for you.
Back to Vegas in a moment. Welcome back to the NBA 2K26 Summer League from fabulous Las Vegas. We got a pretty fab game going on here. The first of 4 at the Thomas & Mack Center. There's 4 other games going on at Cox Pavilion. 2-point lead Miami as that man, Kasparas Jakučionis, had an outstanding first half and right now leading the way with 21 points for Miami. All right.
You talk about the game of basketball, it's 2-man and 3-man games, and that's what you need to do. You need to have good spacing. That's a good little 2-man game. They lift the weak side help, and that is a dime and a golden finish. Terrific. And then Cook, he's been terrific shooting a 3. He's also shown the ability to get to the rim and finish. Heat culture alive and well.
Coming up next, our NBA Summer League quadruple header continues over on ESPN. The Jazz and the Hornets, and then it'll be the Wizards and Suns, and then Portland and Golden State will round out our night back on ESPN2. Full day of action, a lot of basketball between 2 different courts, and yeah, you can get some great merch as well. Folks picking up some hats and some unis. It is a basketball lover's dream, an NBA lover's dream, to come out here to Las Vegas. And Larson headed to the basket. That's how you run. Final 3 seconds out of bounds from 3/4 court. Well, all that weight, but the free throw no good. But Pelle Larsson with the bucket and a 14-2 run by Miami. Enjoying an 8-point lead as we head to the 4th quarter here in Vegas.
Getting open threes, you got to push the ball up the floor, share the basketball, good hit ahead. Great job of relocating right there by Stevenson. Larson finds him, wide open 3, and then just kick ahead. McVay gets behind the ball, bam, knocks down to 3.
NBA 2K26 Summer League is proudly sponsored by NBA 2K26. Rated E for everyone.
Up next for us, we're going to have Utah and Charlotte. And we saw Cooper Flagg coach last night, the #1 overall pick. Here's all the Duke guys who all got drafted from the Duke Blue Devils.
And we're going to see 2 guys in the Hornets getting the
Stretch, Coach Greenberg.
Jacob Toppin, you get him open floor, he's going to make a play, push it. A little ball fake to freeze the defender, finish at the rim. Jacob Toppin putting on a little bit of show here in Vegas. Last 4 buckets, it's the bucket and Toppin shown right there. Good job right there, Bucky. Get downhill, get to the rim, then step million, knocking down that big 3, and then in transition, Jacob Toppin did a great job of navigating, getting the rim, getting to the other side of the rim, and finishing. And watch the little ball fake right here to freeze the defense. Whoop! Right there, chin on the rim, and a finish. 8 straight points from 2 players. A 14-0 run for the Atlanta Hawks. A little quick on that 3, made that foul, but this is pretty good execution. Baseline drive, boom, kick out, he relocates. Jakučionis knocks down to 3. We still got a game here in Las Vegas. Jakučionis, he's impacted the game a lot of different ways. Really active, aggressive, especially on the basketball. Comes up with the 50-50, starts to break, gets downhill, gets a paint touch, reads the defense, makes the right decision. Coming behind the play on penetration, knocks down to 3. And then a little Euro step for the Euro at the rim. You talk about what happened in California. That is the baseline.
Bumpkin. And they roar back to beat the Miami Heat 105-98. Don't forget, up next, Summer League moves over to ESPN television, 7 Eastern time, top of the hour, with Utah and Charlotte. For Seth Greenberg and Dave McMenamin, our entire ESPN2 crew, I'm Mark Kestisher. Summer League action on ESPN2 rolls over to ESPN at the top of the hour.